continuing reading, and I just still getting some more subscriptions from this Voctor group posting on my channel, and it's like, welcome and enjoy the videos. And I know that you're editing me, but you know what? You're paying attention to me. And I love, love, love that, because as long as you are hating me, you're going to turn into me and not even know it. So keep focused on me. I welcome that negative energy, because I'm about to use that negative energy and transform it into something pretty freaking cool. Just like all of this, it's got to be $500,000 worth of advertising that was used on the Dragon's Den. I specifically went in there for that advertising. I knew damn well it's going to be negative energy, but I was going to sit on it and be patient and transform it into really, really positive energy, because this is one positive trip that can benefit everybody. So yes, keep drinking the accept and allow. It may feel real bad, but I can accept and allow. It looks really, really negative. They look like stalkers. They look like, they're posting how many hundreds of negative videos on me. And what does that do? That draws an awful lot of attention to my channel, and people have the opportunity to come and misjudge and prove my point that you're influenced. But are you influenced with your own thought, or are you programmed with somebody else's thoughts? And ultimately, it's bringing more people to my channel. It's ultimately working in my favor. And so I welcome it. It's not something negative. It's actually something positive if you use something negative to your benefit. So welcome, Voctor. I'm really, really glad that you're still watching. I know that you're still out there, because as soon as I post anything, like within seconds, I get a negative comment instantly. So I know you're out there watching, and that's okay. Thank you for, you're saying something when somebody else is criticizing you, because they're paying attention to you. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. And I love, love, love it. You're giving me the best gift possible. So go out there, make a whole pile more videos, make me look really, really bad, and I'll just question, why would you even want to look at something bad? Is that something that you really want? Continuing reading, are you looking for better, more intimate relationship with someone? Do you have the potential to love more deeply? Do you have to have a ready-made model out there, one just made for you, so you can love and have someone accept your love? Or is love the process of unfolding the potential of intimacy within you, investing that in a living relationship? How can you tell? How can you find these orders within orders? What is controlling the orders? And where does your potential to love come from? How can you change what has gone on for generations in your family culture? So that's like this Voctor hate group that's after me. It's like they are doing exactly what I just read. Is, all of the systems within our world are making everybody really angry. So their concepts of love is to show somebody else hate. So, the amount of negative energy that they're throwing to me, it means that they're just showing me how much love they got for me, but it's just kind of psychopathic type of love, which is okay. They're going to be transformed anyways, because I know they do want their world to be in a better place. And eventually they're kind of going to see a mirror of, oh yeah, do I want something really good out of my life, or do I want to perpetuate everything that's negative? Eventually, when, a larger group of people want something positive, we'll see them for they are and sort of question, do you want to be that psychopathic behavior love type of thing that you're throwing out there? Or, do you want to create the world of peace that your channel kind of focuses and talks about? You got to kind of be what it is you're talking about. Otherwise, you're kind of talking about something but creating hell. You want peace, but you're creating hell. Doesn't make sense, and that's kind of your insanity right there. The answers to these questions can be found in the world of Holodynamics, in the hidden orders of your mind which control the things you feel and do in your everyday life. In a way, face-spacing Holodynamics is like scuba diving. Underwater, a whole new world opens up to you, a world you never knew was there. Just beneath the surface, a world of wonder, beauty, and adventure. So let's dive in and look at the world beneath the surface of your conscious mind and the world of holodynes. Family holodynes. The most powerful, permanent, and potential devastating holodynes that you ever get come from your family. From the moment you are born, your family imprints you with the beliefs whether you like them or not, and these beliefs form the images that govern how you think and feel and what you do. Some of these beliefs are passed along to you genetically, as split twin studies the world over have shown. Indeed, it seems that some imprinted family beliefs are passed on as holodynes again and again from one generation to the next. But the most obvious way that you can get your family holodynes is by modeling. You see abuse love in action, and you become an abusive lover. You hear family members say that they are numb or can't succeed, and you grow up believing that you too are numb or can't succeed. Your potential becomes blocked by these limited thinking, blocked by the holodynes, especially your family holodynes, that control the dynamics of your everyday life. And your potential percolates within you, trapped like boiling water inside a pressure cooker. This is why so many people have nervous breakdowns, why so many have rashes and diseases of all kinds. I have assigned family holodynes, which are active and interactive in one part of the mind, to the specific area of the mind model entitled family belief. On the following page, I'll show you. Okay, so here is how that's split up. Into this area go all the beliefs you got from your family. Can you think of things your family taught you? What, for example, did they teach you about food, about manners, about language? What did you learn about good and bad, about how to deal with people, the meaning of life? And what did your family teach you about love, justice, health? What did they believe about work, money, power? What were your family's attributes towards sex, secrets, and successes? Whatever your family believed about all of these things is stored within your mind in the form of holodynes. When you first began your life, you were like a computer without any software. You had few developed holodynes, so your active mind had no way to manifest itself. But as you went along, you gained more and more holodynes, and especially at first, during the first few years of your life, when you were most impressionable, these were provided by your family. Your mind became partially filled with the belief systems of your family. You lived your life by them. If you are like most people towards the middle of your life, began to reevaluate your family belief systems and ask, do I want to keep these or not? You go through what is sometimes called a midlife crisis or midlife passage. To be your own person, you must deal with your family holodynes, both individually and collectively, and which more than likely are the most powerful holodynes in your life. This is where this Illuminati, where all of these, CEOs, everything that's friggin' evil, they were taught that by their family. And it's, you can't forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. They've been heavily programmed by their families to react that way. And some of these family trees that keep their same beliefs, they don't mix with anybody else. So that means they've got more and more highly intense negative energy going on all the time because they can't break out of it. Because it's so friggin' powerful. They marry within each other. They keep their bloodlines, their belief system so pure that they can't break out of that box because they haven't been introduced new ideas. So it's like, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. Culture holodynes. Family belief holodynes are not the only belief holodynes that affect our lives and control our thinking and behaviors. I've taken all the other belief holodynes in society, called them cultural beliefs, one of the pictures I just showed you, and placed them on the other side of the mind model across from the family holodynes. Contained in the area marked cultural beliefs are the holodynes you have gotten from your peers and associates, from your social and cultural groups, and from society. Here are all the things you learn in school, at work, in church or a temple, in clubs or associations, and in all your interactions with society. So if society is screwed up, you'll act like a flock of birds. That's why you call sheep, because we take on the same behaviors, same beliefs as the group. So that's why I kind of see that if we're going to make any changes, yeah, you got to start with self, but you got to understand that you got to change your communities as well. So it's like form like-minded people. Stay with like-minded people and always welcome new people into your group. And that will influence, you will be the new herd. You will be the new flock, especially if you're looking like you're really successful and happy while the world is falling apart. Everybody's going to come to you and say, what's working for you? I want to kind of join your group. And that's how we influence a global shift, a cultural shift. But you got to understand, we are here because of our social beliefs that we got to change. Most of these holodynes are very carefully passed on from generation to generation by society itself. That's why war has created the mentality that we have today. We've got a war mentality that's passed on from generation to generation. We just don't know how to jump into peace. The educational institution, for instance, pass on certain widely held values and beliefs. Can you remember your first day of school? Think back for a moment on what you learned. If you were to pick a half dozen things you learned from school, what would you pick? Some people learn to stay in line. Some people learn to raise their hand before they talk. Others learn when to go to the bathroom and where. Some people learn to color, to write, to count. Some people learn to fear authority figures. Others learn to love their teachers. What holodynes come to mind when you think of school? Mostly that school teaches you how stupid you are. So you learn that you're a stupid person. Then think for a moment about your peer groups. What did you learn from your friends? When did you receive your first real kiss? How did you feel? What did you decide? What have you learned from work? What lessons have you learned from your career choice? What have you learned from your government? What do you believe about politics? The holodynes governing all these beliefs are contained within the cultural belief section of the mind model, which is why you can't change the top. You've got to change the bottom, which is why, the top thinks that they have all of the answers. They got they don't even think they got a problem. They're too busy thinking, I know what's right and I'm going to push it on the world. And we sustain that by letting them think that they're smart. By, your bank account is really big, you must be smart. All of our belief systems make the top think that they are the ones that are right. But problem solving is actually bottom up. We are, the strength is in the bottom, not the top of the pyramid, but the bottom of the pyramid is where the most powerful strength is. The next chapter, or the next part of this, is comfort zone thinking. Now note, however, wonderful correlate your mind is. Your mind takes all your family beliefs and all your cultural beliefs and it overlaps them. This overlapping between family and cultural beliefs is called your comfort zone. As seen in the mind model on the following page, into this area go the holodynes of beliefs. Your family and culture agree upon beliefs you find comfortable, stable, and consistent enough to accept as true. This is why a woman that's beaten every friggin' day, she comes home, and as soon as she walks in the door, she gets the shit beaten out of her. So she's comfortable getting the shit beaten out of her every day she comes home because she knows what to expect, she knows how to react, everything is comfortable. The scariest day for that woman is to come home and not get beaten. That will bring more fear to her because she doesn't know how to react. And that's why women tend to never leave their abusers, because it's so far out of their comfort zone. They don't know how to react, and society, just isn't very supporting. We think society is there supporting, but society actually, leaves you there without any help whatsoever. Ask me, I've used them. There ain't no help out there. So we need to actually change our societies. I'll have to continue on another tape.